What's up? So today we're going to jump in and talk about all the stablecoin yield opportunities that I found. I did some deep dive research and I found many opportunities, and we're shooting for opportunities that are above 19.5%, which you can get on Anchor, which is on Luna, or Avalanche. We're shooting for something higher than that. And I found quite a few opportunities. So stick to the end of this video and I have the opportunity with the highest APR at the end that is actually pretty sustainable. So check it out. It should be in the 30s, 40s. My name is Evan. I run Crypto Cash Scans. We talk all about making passive income in the DeFi space with the goal of getting 1,000 of you to make $50 a day passive income, and it's not that hard. We're not talking about, projects like Time Wonderland. We're talking about sustainable, solid blue chip projects. And I love stablecoin staking because market dips, you're not hurting, you're not feeling bad. So let's jump into it right now. So this right here is Coindex, and a lot of people use it because you can click on this little magic button right there called stablecoin, and it shows you the strategies. Everyone uses this, so these fill up really quick, meaning there's a high APR, it goes down quick. So I didn't really source any of my findings from here, but just a cool thing to look at. 136,000, that's going to go down. This is interesting, but this is on Waves chain, which I'm not very familiar with. So these are some things to look into, and you can see maybe how long it's been going on for by clicking on that. But we're going to just go kind of rapid fire through this. And oh yeah, so if making passive income in the DeFi space of $50 is something you're interested in, check the link in the description. I am building or have built a course, and if you want access to that, I also have a free course going. Check that. And right now we're going to look at this guy. This is a guy called Stable Yields, and he does a pretty interesting spreadsheet. Not always the most comprehensive, but he has a bunch of yields, and you got to check on them to see if they're still high. So let's just jump into them. Here's Various Finance, and this is USN, making a whopping 42.5%. And then the borrow APR is pretty darn high too. There is no looping ability because the borrow APY is quite high. But yeah, check this out. This would be interesting. So the total liquidity now for this is, was that $1 billion? I think it was. Anyways. Wow. Yep. They're huge. Anyway, so yeah, think about that. That's a quick 40% right there. If you like Waves chain. Anyways, let's look at this. So this is on Beethoven on Phantom, and this is UST wormhole. And what you're getting is 22.8%, better than 19.5 on Anchor. So that's Beethoven. The next one is a really interesting protocol that actually has some very strong sticking power. And they have a few things. They have lending and looping, which you can do over at Borrow. You can add collateral, click here, choose your different collateral types. You can have a yield-bearing asset, GUSD, so we can click on that and add. And then we can click on add USDC and add. And you can see you can supply GUSDC for whopping 1.67%, but with that collateral you can then borrow their native token and then make 24% on that. So that looks pretty cool. This is the interesting part. If you don't know this, this is Curve LP tokens. Like, what is this? Well, you just go over to Curve, network down to Avalanche. I'm already there. And it's this one with the most TVL. What is going on? And it is this Curve 3 pool with, let's go to total locked value. We are on the right network, so it is just down here. Let's check. There it is, right here. So it's they have 441 million. So a lot of people trust this, and it is a collateralized coin. It's not algorithmic, so it has some sticking power. So you got that extra 4% above, 5% above Anchor, and Anchor's gonna be dropping 1% each month, and you're exposed to UST, which is not the best coin to stick to. All right, next one is Near. Remember, so I just read within your Near wallet, you can actually get access to the USDN, which is their native token, which will give you about 20%. As far as I know, it is out or coming out soon, so that should be another solid alternative to Anchor, because now it is stablecoin season. Everyone wants stablecoins because the market's bleeding. Another one that's not quite out, May 5th, we've got Tron, with their USDD 30%. That's coming out. Check out Tron DAO. They have more information on that. And then we're going to jump into the next one, which is just some more, I think, algorithmic stablecoins. USDC, collateral-backed, DEI. It's Deus. It is their stablecoin offering 31% Spooky Swap. This is on Phantom. Trisolaris on Aurora. We actually have, what's our best one here? AUSDO USDT. So that is about 31%. Half of it's paid in Near. I actually don't know what AUSDO is. So always look, there's going to be some weird stablecoins you've never heard of. Some of them, even their stablecoins, could be high risk. So check that out. Always look into these. And if you want a deep dive, put a message in the comments of which protocol you're interested in, and I'll get deeper into that. Okay, so they were kind of creeping up to higher and higher opportunities. This is BBYV USD versus DEI on Beethoven, and that is paying 38%, 39%. So that's very good. Also, something to look into. It looks like a liquid or collateralized stablecoin. This is single finance, and this is on Kronos chain. And what this is it's a delta neutral opportunity. It's actually really interesting. So you go to farm, and what they actually offer some really interesting delta neutral strategies where you can make negative 94%. You can actually make some pretty high APY. Let's look for APY. Yeah, but you have to stay within a certain range. So you want less volatile assets. So delta neutral isn't like you just throw money in, you're going to make that percent. There is downside risk if the secondary coin paid with a stable coin goes up or down too much. And it shows you a little visualization if you get into it. So these are way above risk level. For me, what are we doing? Going down? Anything? Nope, I'm not seeing too much there. These are the actual delta neutral strategies, and they allow you to up to 3x, or you can bring it down. Remember, Crow is probably the least volatile, even though it is very volatile. And you could be making 92% with 3x delta neutral. Not bad. Probably would stay away from all these other farm tokens, even though there is a huge APY. But yeah, check this out. I have money personally in the lending. And what's so cool about lending, you just lend it out, and there's people need it for these delta neutral strategies. So now USDT is 47%, which is crazy. I have money in USDC, which was higher. It was at like 25, then it's dropped, and USDT went down. Anyways, there's more demand for this, and you can see there was 10x more liquidity in USDC. Maybe not 10x total supply. There's 3x more in USDC. So there'll always be more demand for USDT than there's availability. Okay, now we're on to a strategy that some of you may be comfortable with, some of you may not. Lending and looping. So you provide a stable, use it as collateral to borrow a stable, bring it back, supply it, bring it back, supply it. And what you do is you just magnify your supply APR as long as your supply APR is higher. It's fancy to get that on the screen, higher than your borrow APR. So let's show you an example here. This is Solend on Solana. Let's just click by highest APY. So what we have is about, let's just say 10% for UST. You're like, okay, you can get 19.5. Awesome, you can get that on Anchor. But 10% here, so you supply that, and you have a loan to value of 75%, and then you borrow whatever has the lowest the lowest APY. So these are the fees charged, right, to borrow. So you're charged here, you're charged this, you're charged this. This is negative. They're paying you to borrow this, which is nice. But anyways, let's just go up here. We're going to need to borrow a stable. So the lowest charged stable is USDT, and USDC is also the least credible. So if it crashes, you're good. So it's always good to borrow this, pull that. So that would be a net, what is that, 6%? And then you keep looping it around. And you have to do a little bit of math. I know Steven Strong, the calculator guy, has a lot more info on what is, how much you'll actually make. I have a spreadsheet somewhere I made. But yeah, that could be well worth it if you do the math on that. Annex Finance is another lending and looping strategy, but that's on Binance Smart Chain. Yep, still projects on Binance. So let's go over to the greatest supply APY down here. We see DAI at a whopping 11%, and then the borrow APY you pay is 1%. So this is actually potentially better than this. Solana has cheaper gas prices. You all know that. But if you don't want to get on Solana and you're on the EVM chain, this could be a huge thing. You just loop and loop and loop this, and the utilization is 87.5. They don't tell you the loan to value, but 75% is roughly 70 to 80% is what the loan to value would be. So both would be huge opportunities. So I think this could be over 40%. But remember, these are all varying degrees of, I guess, varying degrees. You want to get more of a real stablecoin. Some of these algorithmic stablecoins could be here today, gone tomorrow. You never know. So it's always good to look in the coins when you're doing some random ones, such as this one, BBYVUSD. I don't know everything about that one, so I can't tell you. But this is also very interesting. USDN at 40%, and you can even get insurance against USDN, which is interesting. I think it's about 1% of principal. Anyways, with all that being said, if you liked it, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want more. I'm not going to say daily, but 3 times a week DeFi content on how to make passive income in the crypto space. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to click the link in the description if you want to jump into the course or the free course that is launching in the next week. Talk to you soon. Bye.